Hi everyone, Mrs. Masega here. The first thing you're going to need to do for this lab is go to self-service and search for Vernier Graphical Analysis 4. Open the app and add Sensor Data Collection. From here, you're going to add one of the cards from the experiment and your partner will add the other card, so make sure you get the right one. Once it's connected, you're going to hit the option under to select both the position and force sensors. Scroll down and hit Done. Now I actually want a force graph and a velocity graph, so I only want two graphs. To change the bottom graph to a velocity versus time instead of position versus time, click on the axis and select velocity versus time. Now let's check your physical setup. Each of the carts should be facing each other. That way the two force sensors, those little rubber stoppers in black, the force sensors should face each other. This will allow you to pick up the force on each cart during the collision. So on the bottom right hand corner of the screen, zero your force sensor, make sure our carts are facing each other, add masses if you need to, and now let's do a collision. Hit collect, then hit the carts together. They should be released from your hand so your hand is not causing this collision anymore. Allow the momentum of the carts to carry them forward so your hand is not part of the system. On the force versus time graph, that's a weird shape to do area under the curve. So if you highlight it and press the three dots button on the lower left hand side, by showing the integral, you actually calculate the impulse. Next, on the velocity versus time graph, you can rate the initial and final velocity by simply clicking before and after the collision. So by clicking before the collision, I can read the initial velocity. By clicking after the collision, I can read the final velocity. Since this is your main data collection mode, let's do one more as an example. Hit collect and send the two carts towards each other. This time I gave much more time for the carts to slide down the track before the collision. On the force graph, highlight the collision, use the three dots button, select View Integral, and the integral gives you the impulse. Then click on the initial velocity before the collision, the final velocity after the collision, and record your data. The mass of the cart can be found by simply taking it off the ramp, putting it on a scale, and then adding in any masses you might have added to it in the meantime. Alright folks, that is it. I've shown you how to measure impulse, mass, initial, and final velocity. Best of luck!